Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariana and today I'll be showing you some of the products that I found super helpful in my time at college. I am currently a sophomore at Stony University and these are just some of the items that helped me survive. So let's get started. So the first thing on my list of categories is healthcare. I recently found out about these glasses. They are basically blue light glasses. And with everything being remote nowadays, you're on your computer 24/7 and it can be really hard to go to bed sometimes just because there's a correlation between blue light and your sleep. So I find that wearing these throughout the day when I'm just on my computer, it really helps me to sleep at night. And they're pretty cute, and the one I got, they're really small, so they fit my small frame, and so that's perfect. So I have tried many glasses before and they all have a yellow cast to them, and it makes it really hard to do work just because you simply cannot see in that yellow cast. So I really like how clear these glasses are, so I highly recommend it. What I really like about this product is it comes with a case to put your blue light glasses in, and it comes with a wipe, and it was only like $11–12 on Amazon, and it's by this brand right here. And the other helpful thing that I found that really helps me sleep at night is an eye mask. This thing works wonders. I have been able to sleep all the time when I wear this mask. It basically helps me block out any of the light. I've always had roommates that were night owls. They would stay up till like 3–4 and they would have their lights on. So this honestly, truly blocks out all the light, and this helps me sleep. And it has an adjustable strap right here, so you can adjust it to the width of your head, and I love it. It's so soft and it's silky, and I've slept with this every single day ever since I got it. This was again on Amazon. The next thing in my list is Ortho-K contacts. I have been using these products ever since I was in 7th grade, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. So basically what Ortho-K is if you have bad vision, this is your product. It basically is a hard shell contact, right? So basically it's contacts that you wear overnight, and then when you wake up, you just take them out with your little plunger, which is right here, right? It's so tiny, but so cute. And you just reach into your eye and take the contact out, and you can see temporarily for the day. And it has helped me so much because I am not a fan of wearing glasses, and I remember wearing glasses and they would always fall down my nose because my face is so small, and it was just not ideal. With these, you just have to wear them at night when you sleep, and then you wake up and you can magically see everything so clearly. So highly recommend these products. And this is just the cleaner for the contacts, but I love it so much. I highly suggest anyone to use Ortho-K. So the next thing on my list is medicine. I know a lot of people forget about bringing medicines to school, but I remember when I was in college, I was sick a lot of the times just because, I wasn't sleeping properly, I wasn't eating properly, and I wasn't drinking enough water. So this is where I would recommend getting vitamin C, getting some Tylenol, and getting some cough drops because I had some pretty bad coughs during my time in college. And I would also recommend this thing. It's called Sambuco. I'm probably butchering it, but it's this thing on Amazon where if you feel like you're getting sick, you just take one of these tablets every so and so hours, and your cold or flu will automatically be reduced, and it will prevent a cold and flu from happening. So highly recommend this because it prevents you from getting sick, and I believe it's herbal ingredients. And also in the same category as medicine, I would highly recommend this product for the nights when you can't sleep. This is basically melatonin, and you just take 2 of these gummies before you sleep, and you should be able to fall asleep really fast. I know sometimes, like before an exam, if I have one like at 8 in the morning, I can't sleep because my anxiety is just so high. So I would like to, pop one of these in my mouth before I go to bed, and I can just sleep the night away. So the next few products I have are when there is simply no water in the college dorms. And this has happened to me quite a lot, actually. I don't know if it's just a problem here, but this is what I would do if you wake up in the morning and there's no water and you have to go to class ASAP. I would recommend getting Magic Eraser. My friend Olivia, shout out to you if you're watching this, actually gave it to me for, I think, my birthday. But basically all you have to do is take some water, put it on this, and wipe your face, and it takes off your makeup. But obviously if you just woke up in the morning, you could also just use it to clean your face with some water if you have some around, like in a bottle of water or something like that. And that brings me to my next point, which is this humongous thing. This is a gallon water bottle, and I love it just because the water fountain is all the way down in the basement where I live. So I have to go all the way down there just to get water. And that could be so annoying. So I just like to fill it up in this thing and just drink the water from here. And you know, this could last me for at least like 2 or 3 days. I know some people are crazy and they can go through a gallon water bottle in just a day. And that is my goal. I mean, they do have times to suggest when you should drink your water by. You know, so if you wake up at 7 a.m., you're supposed to drink this much water by 9 a.m. So it's just a good track of how much water you're drinking, and it's really convenient for me. So again, in the same category, when, you know, there's no water, you can't brush your teeth. So I would recommend getting Listerine just because it is really good for oral health care. And if you don't have water that day, you don't want to go out with stinky breath. So I would recommend Listerine or gum, and they both help reduce the stinky breath that you have in the morning. So the next thing I have that no one really talks about, and certainly I didn't know when I came to college my freshman year, were tweezers and nail clippers. There are so many times where I just have to use a nail clipper because my nails grow so fast, and surprisingly not a lot of people carry nail clippers, which is crazy. So I highly recommend that you don't forget your nail clipper and tweezers, because you will grow so much hair and you will look like a monster at the end of your college semester. So tweezers. And so the next thing I have in the health category, just because, you know, eating is a part of your health, are mugs and utensils and like a bowl to store something in. I know in my college we have places where you can microwave your food. They have pots and pans for you to use. Obviously not now during COVID, but you know, before COVID, you can just take your bowl and go downstairs and cook something. And I always find that super helpful. And even though if you're on a dining plan or something like that, you will be hungry and there will be food where you eventually eat. So, and you know, I really like glass stuff just because I find that it's really easy to clean. This mug I got actually from my club. It's from my biochem club. It says caffeine, and it has the caffeine molecule, and it also has the measurements, and it's super light just because it is plastic, but it's like glass material. So I highly recommend having a light glass mug, super easy to clean. And to fill it up with something of your choice, I would recommend getting something like matcha. This is super convenient just because all you need is like a kettle, which I also recommend bringing for college. Because there are a lot of times where you want something warm. So this matcha right here, all you need is like a teaspoon of matcha, put it in your cup, put hot water in, and you can fill the rest with like milk. And it's super yummy. So the next category on my list are cleaning supplies. No one really told me to bring Bounty or tissue paper to college when I was a freshman, and I found that, yo, I go through paper so much. So I highly recommend you guys bringing it just because there are accidents that will happen. There are spills, whatever, you name it. Bring tissue paper for Bounty. Also highly recommend getting Clorox wipes just because it is really good for, you know, the situation that we are in now, but it's also really good to wipe down surfaces, especially when you're moving in for college. You can just wipe everything down really clean just because it is pretty dusty when you first move in. And I found that these are the most convenient things to use, especially, you know, throughout the semester when you're super busy, but you have a mess that you made when you ate or something. You just wipe it down with the Clorox wipe and you're good to go. So if you do decide to bring utensils and like, you know, Tupperware to college, and you know, it could be a struggle to clean those items. So I found this product actually by one of my newest YouTube discoveries, Hallie Burns, and she recommended to get this little scrubber along with dish soap. And you know, you just fill the dish soap in here, and all you have to do is press this button on top, and then it squirts out some of the dish soap, and you just scrub. And it's super easy to store because you just put it like this, and it just stays. So I found this super helpful, and I highly recommend. Okay, so this next item, it's the Tide to Go stick. I know so many times when I had a stain and I couldn't get it out of my shirt, especially since I wear a lot of white things, white pants, white shirts, white shoes, you name it. This honestly helps to get rid of the stain so well. So the next category I have are my school-related items. So when I was a college freshman, all I had were paper, pen, pencils, whiteout, eraser, and you know, when finals rolled around, I realized that that was not items for me just because I found that I was not that organized as a person. And so, you know, during Black Friday, I bought an iPad along with the Apple Pencil, and it was super affordable. The iPad itself was $250, while the Apple Pencil itself is like $100. And let me tell you, all I have to bring now is my iPad and my Apple Pencil, and you know, I can just jot down notes, and it's super organized. I bought this app called Notability, and you know, that's where I organize all my classes, AirPods. And let me tell you, this thing has saved me so much. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love how it's not like this, where I literally have to untangle the cords all the time, and you know, it's just not that beneficial for me. And your chargers can get very messy just because there's only like a few outlets in your college dorm, and usually that one outlet is occupied by a power surge, and all those wires are coming from the power surge, and you need a way to organize those. So that is where this comes into play. This is basically a cord organizer that I found on Amazon, and it works super well. And on the back, you just peel it off, and it's like a command strip type of thing where you just stick it onto your table, and all these wires will stick here, and you know, it'll be organized. Charger you want, you just take it and you just plug it in. And you know, they also come in like sets of 2. They also come in sets of 1. So I highly recommend these, and they're super affordable on Amazon. I believe they were like $8 for like a whole box of these. Another helpful thing that no one told me freshman year was bringing scissors and tape and a stapler, just because the amount of times I have received a package and I couldn't open it, this comes into play. Scissors, I highly recommend, but people tend to forget about bringing it to college. And tape, I always need tape just because I feel like I always have to hang things up, and sometimes like I rip my paper and it's really annoying, and I'm scared it's gonna rip even further, so you know, you just tape it up and it's good to go. And stapler, just because you do have a lot of assignments or you want to be more organized with your work, and so you just have to staple the papers together. And this is super cute because it's mini, and yeah, it's super convenient to store. So I would also recommend getting a mouse, especially for STEM majors, just because you do work with a lot of software, and most of the times your trackpad will not be enough just because it's really glitchy and you can't really do that much with the trackpad versus a mouse where it's more accurate, and it speeds up your productivity as well. My last and final product for this video are planners and bullet journals. This is a planner I recently got. It's super nice just because the cover is leather and it's super slim, it isn't heavy, and you know, and planners are just a great way for me to stay organized. As you can tell, all you have to do is flip to the day you're working on and put all the items that you have to do and check them off. And yeah, it helps me stay on task. And along with planners, they have like a monthly overview, and for the monthly overviews, I would just put down all the exams I have for that month so I can prepare beforehand. And you know, there are various types of planners. It's overall the same function, you know. It's a really great way to stay organized. And lastly, my bullet journal. This is something that you can do for fun while you're in college. It's basically all these little dots, and you can be pretty creative with it. And I know last year I created like a mini planner looking type of thing, and instead of buying a whole planner, you can actually create your bullet journal based on what you need and want and what your motivations are. And yeah, so that is it for my video. I hope you found all of these things useful, or it'll give you an idea of what you guys can buy for college next year or this semester. You know, it's never too late. And if you guys like more of these videos, please give it a thumbs up and like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.